Hello and welcome to all. Despite the absence of celebrated climbs on the race profile, this still remains a demanding mountain stage. With 4,700 meters of vertical gain, it's hard to imagine that a non-climber will shine at the summit of the track.
Guys, the end of the stage is very demanding. It's going to come down to pedaling and positioning. The Mur de Pécaire is very narrow, and you've got to be well placed if you want to attack or react to attacks. But before that, you've got to be in a decent position on the Porte de l'Airs. Let's go. Have a good stage.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first two to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey. The breakaway can't widen the gap. The front of the race is starting the ascent of the Col de Montségur, 6.6 kilometers long and 6.6% average slope.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. There's not a lot going on. If this was a video game, I'd advance the clock to the last difficulty.
Gap isn't changing much. The Porte de l'Airs is a recent addition to the annals of the Tour. Crossed for the first time in 1995, its percentages are both high and irregular. The Porte de l'Airs is a first category.
There's a big gap to the breakaway. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The gap with the yellow jersey is melting. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
A good descent is important, guys, because you'll have to stay well positioned on the...
¡Vamos, nega! ¡Venga, chavales!
¡Un poco más, venga!
¡Venga, apretando! ¡Venga, dadle ahí!
¡Vamos!
The riders are at the foot of the notorious Mur de Péguerre. With its narrow road and its ramps at over 16% and 18%, it's a climb that...
Understood. We'll take it easy whatever happens.
¡Muy bien! ¡Venga, dadle ahí!
¡Continuez comme ça! ¡Venga, apretad un poco más!
¡Continúe con eso!
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. Come on, guys. We're trying to stay at the front. It's important to be well placed to avoid being caught out. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
¡Go, go, go!
The first Colombian to win one of cycling's monuments, the Tour of Lombardy, Esteban Chaves, is an excellent climber.
¡Arriba, chavales! ¡Vamos, campeones!
¡Venga, chavales!
¡Muy bueno, sí, señor!
¡Vamos, nega!
At ease in time trials and on climbs, the Slovenian Primoz Roglic is a stage race specialist.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
¡Vamos, chicos! ¡Venga, chavales!
¡Venga, apretad un poco! ¡Vamos, campeones!
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The riders will soon be passing through Foix to then head towards the final difficulty of this stage, the ascent to the Prat d'Albis, a hitherto untested finish on the Tour.
His team is right. I'll make a big effort on the relay. Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll... He's got his team. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Feed. Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
Only 5 kilometres left for the lead rider.
¡Chavales!
3 kilometres left, and for the moment, no one's managed to get away on his own. Victory will perhaps be decided in a sprint. Only 2 kilometres for the lead rider. He's almost won it. The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
The breakaway is 1 kilometre from the finishing line.